They are just so beautiful and hot. It makes my eyes sting. We are so happy for this hot and gentle and kind couple.
Don't you love the classic trope of the hot class clown and the even hotter blonde soccer girl getting together at the end of the movie? Well, that's exactly what happened when Ryan Reynolds and Blake Lively coupled up. Gang, they are really unstoppable and goals AF. They do charity work, they have 3 beautiful kids, Ryan is friends with every Chris in Hollywood, Blake's bestie is Taylor Swift. Damn!
Let's see what astrology has to say about these two, because perhaps it's more than meets the eye. Okay, let's get down to business. Ryan Reynolds was born on October 23rd, 1976 at 4:30 a.m. in Vancouver, Canada, making him a Scorpio sun, Scorpio moon, and Virgo rising. With a Scorpio sun and moon, this means he was born during the Scorpio new moon, which is a very powerful signature to have in a chart because this is very much rooted in alchemy. What's more, Ryan Reynolds also has his North Node, the astrological point associated with destiny, right in the mix too, meaning he was born during a total solar eclipse. Like many of the celebrities we've explored on this show, we have seen that people born during eclipses, especially total solar eclipses, have a very unique kind of magic. Anything is possible during an eclipse. So we often find that people born under this feel this deep urge to self-actualize. And that is especially the case for Ryan because Scorpio is so much about transformation and emotional evolution to begin with. But let's rewind the tape. Because before Blake, there was Scarlett Johansson, otherwise known as ScarJo, otherwise known as a total mystery because we have subpar birth data. And I hate that. And because the sun changed signs the day ScarJo was born, we do not know if she is a Scorpio sun or a Sagittarius sun. Plus, to make matters even more confusing, her moon is in Scorpio. So it's possible that she might actually be a Scorpio, literally just like Ryan Reynolds, her ex-husband. And that would be crazy, right? I mean, what are the odds? It's 1 in 365. Those are the odds. But even still, pretty slim. And obviously, too much Scorpio is too much. So that relationship didn't work out. It fizzled way back in 2010. And believe it or not, another new moon baby has since stolen Ryan's heart. Enter Blake Lively. Blake Lively was born on August 25th, 1987 at 5:07 a.m. in Tarzana, California, making her a Virgo sun, Virgo moon, Leo rising. Well. What do we have here? Although Blake was not born during a total solar eclipse, like her beau, she was born during a new moon, which is a powerful and dynamic signature both of these babes share. And obviously is something that Ryan is attracted to, considering that that is also in ScarJo's chart as well. Just like her hubby, Blake is very much fueled by integrating her external realities, represented by the sun, with her internal emotional truths, symbolized by the moon, and does this in a very Virgo way. That is through carefully and methodically self-actualizing. Before Ryan, Blake was linked to Penn Badgley, star of the terrifying show You and previous Gossip Boy on Gossip Girl. I don't know if we could call him Gossip Boy, but I just did, so let's keep going. Penn Badgley was born on November 1st, 1986 in Baltimore, Maryland, and even though we don't have his time of birth, which is, as always, horrifying, we do have enough information to know that he was born, get this, under a Scorpio new moon, making him a Scorpio sun, Scorpio moon, just like Ryan and just like ScarJo. What the f***? And just like everyone in this episode, because what the hell is going on? It would appear that all along the way, Blake and Ryan were literally just looking for each other. And yes, there were unsuccessful relationships that occurred before this dream team paired up. And honestly, I feel like that was probably the vibe between Blake and Penn. It was close, but not quite right. Okay, real quick, let's do a little timeline of Rai and Blakey. January 2010, Ryan and Blake appeared together to promote their movie Green Lantern, but of course, they were both in relationships with other people. Ryan was married to ScarJo and Blake was with Penn Badgley. Later that same year, Blake and Ryan both ended it with their significant others. Big sus energy, am I right? A year later, they were spotted leaving each other's apartments, and literally the rest is history. They were married shortly thereafter, and now they are parents to 3 adorable girls who are mentioned on Taylor Swift's album. Name drop much? Ryan said that they were just friends at first, and that they were actually on a double date at one point with other people, but the chemistry between them was just off the charts, so they had to give it a shot. Imagine being the other people on that double date. I'd weep into my grief case. Okay, so just in case you missed it, literally everyone that we've talked about in this episode so far has been born under a new moon. Ryan Reynolds is a new moon in Scorpio baby. Scarlett Johansson, new moon in Scorpio baby. Penn Badgley, new moon in Scorpio baby. And Blake Lively, new moon in Virgo baby. In addition to Virgo Sun and Virgo Moon, Blake also has Virgo Mars, Virgo Venus, and Virgo Mercury, meaning she has every single one of her personal planets in Virgo. That is a lot of Virgo. We know that Virgo can be really, really hard on itself, so I would imagine that Blake is definitely her own worst critic. But interestingly, I think that that is probably where her compatibility with Ryan really begins to unfold. Because did you forget that Ryan is a Virgo rising? As a Virgo rising, he holds all of Blake's Virgo planets, which are a lot, in his 12th house, which is the area of the chart associated with the psychological, non-physical, psychic realm. Is this getting weird? Good. The 12th house is a strange, mystical domain. And often when we see the 12th house activated so heavily in a relationship, we know that this bond really contains a lot of healing, spirituality, and telepathy. And back to Blake's chart, all of Ryan's Scorpio placements illuminate her 4th house of home and family, which make this dynamic feel extremely safe and comforting and supportive for her. So in a way, Ryan actually feels like a homecoming, and that's just very beautiful. So yes, these two found love truly in a hopeless place, aka on the set of a movie called Green Lantern.
Why is your skin green? Why are you glowing? What the hell is with that mask?
Came with the outfit. Cool, huh?
Okay, friends, time for me to aid some of your cues. What cues need to be aid? Let us see. Cue number 1, am I affected by Mercury retrograde? Of course, everyone is affected by Mercury retrograde. What happens during Mercury retrograde is that anything that falls under the auspices of Mercury, which includes communication, transportation, technology, like casually, everything that we rely on goes haywire. So that means there's technology meltdowns, there's miscommunications, we get places super late, there's a ton of traffic. Yeah, I mean, we all are unfortunately affected by Mercury retrograde because mercurial things play such a major role in our life. So yes, my darling, you are impacted by it. Q2, talk to me about Neptune, ? Absolutely. Neptune is a very distant planet. It is one of the ice giants, and it is associated with the subconscious realm. It governs over creativity, it governs over spirituality, it governs over all of the magical, mystical, special, dynamic, ethereal things that show up in our life. And I would say for this show, what is important to note is that Neptune actually governs the entertainment industry. So we do see strong Neptunian energy in a lot of our favorite celebrities because Neptune is all about that sort of smoke and mirrors vibe that is obviously such a huge part of Hollywood. Now it is time for the hot gloss. Here we go. The 12th house is the final frontier of your birth chart. It is the area that is associated with anything and everything that is hidden, which include both emotions and psychological experiences, as well as secrets, secret relationships, secret dynamics, secret habits. So what I think is kind of interesting is that their relationship kind of started maybe as a secret. The North Node in astrology is casually your destiny. It is where you are going in this lifetime. It is the path that you are on in order to fully realize your potential. But you can't really talk about the North Node without mentioning the South Node because they're always opposite from each other and they exist on an axis. The South Node is what you came into your life with, and the North Node is what you are moving towards. So these get activated during eclipses, and if you have a prominent North and South Node in your chart, it means that you were born during an eclipse. The new moon. Well, apparently, if you are or were in a relationship with Ryan Reynolds or Blake Lively, you were born during a new moon because everyone in this episode has that signature in their chart. New moons are the beginning of a lunar cycle, and they are associated with setting intentions, new beginnings. So when we do, for instance, new moon manifestations, we would like to plant seeds, we would like to organize our goals, our ambitions, and we would like to set intentions and affirmations that will carry us through the 28-day cycle. Well, there you have it, folks. Hollywood's golden couple is actually pretty golden. Like Golden Grams golden. Sweet and crunchy and everyone's favorite. Ryan Reynolds and Blake Lively are goals AF. And, as always, we love to see it. Which celebrity should we investigate next? Comment below and keep your little eye on the stars. Bye. Allow me to serve with this riveting information.